At the Australian Wildlife Park in Sydney, zookeeper Chaz Hunt has a show that demonstrates scary and deadly animals. Maddie, a venomous inland taipan, appears regularly at the show, but is feared by the public. Maddie is supported by Jackie, a motherly saltwater crocodile, who tells her and her three best friends, Frank, a funnel web spider, Zoe, a thorny devil, and Nigel, a marbled scorpion, about the Outback, a place recognizable with 3 mountains where creatures like them belong. One day, Jackie is removed from the zoo after she tries to save Chaz's son, Chazzy, and was mistakenly believed that she was trying to eat him. Saddened, Maddie decides to escape to the Outback. During the escape, Pretty Boy, a celebrity koala, tries to alert the park's security, but is paralyzed by Nigel, and they decide to take him with them. While crossing Sydney Harbour, they run into Jacinta, a great white shark, who is part of the Ugly Secret Society, USS, where animals considered monsters help each other upon hearing a password. When they reach Circular Quay, Pretty Boy tries to get the attention of the city for rescue, but finds that the world believes he is dead and his popularity has been taken by a quokka, convincing him to tag along with them in the journey. They get a ride from the outer suburbs on an excursion bus that takes them to the Blue Mountains. Chaz and Chazzy catch up and have the bus pulled over to search the vehicle for the creatures, but an Aboriginal girl allows them to escape. Just after Pretty Boy goes on a tirade about how Maddie and the other creatures ruined his life, Chaz ambushes them and almost sedates Maddie, but Pretty Boy says the USS password, which alerts some Tasmanian devils to their presence. After the animals escape, Chaz reveals to Chazzy that his adventurous and Aussie wildlife expert history was all a lie, and he only moved from Florida to Australia after being inspired by television shows featuring Australian zookeepers. He decides to make it up to Chazzy by really going after the animals and bringing them back to the park, though Chazzy is no longer sure about the mission. Over the next few days, the animals are helped by many creatures of the USS on their way to the Outback, while Pretty Boy bonds more with the creatures. One night, Maddie sings a lullaby that she sung at the park ago and was her only memory of her mother. She was washed out of the nest as an egg by a flood and after a perilous journey, was found on the road by Chaz. Pretty Boy reveals that he was also orphaned, with his mother being killed by a moving car. The next day, Pretty Boy finds a tree of koalas and leaves the other creatures. Maddie and the others reach the 3 mountains. Not long after they arrive, Chaz rounds up and captures Frank, Zoe, and Nigel. Chazzy runs into Maddie and is initially scared of her, but warms up to her upon seeing that she is just as scared as he is of her. Chaz captures Maddie as well and places the creatures in boxes in the back of a truck, but Chazzy sets Maddie free without his father looking. Maddie, who broke down crying over losing her friends, tries to get the animals of the land to help her rescue them, but they initially refuse due to the fact none of them have ever left before. However, Pretty Boy, having found life with the other koalas not as great as he thought, returns. He cheers her up and asks her to go to the rescue. Using a fire truck, they catch up to the truck and break them out. When Maddie, Pretty Boy, and the other creatures save Chazzy from falling over the edge of a canyon, Chaz fully sees that these creatures as heroes rather than dangers and decides to let them return to the wild. At the Three Mountains, they reunite with Jackie, who is revealed to have escaped and had started the USS to help the group on their journey and join their new life in the Outback.